Hello and welcome back to another Onkruid unedited Soulstone Survivors video where we're playing with the upgraded Arcane Weaver today, map 3, and we're just headed straight for the corner. Another speedrun attempt on a character I don't normally attempt speedruns on, but I wanted to mix it up for a second. I'm not always gonna play the upgraded Houndmaster, even though I do still believe that that guy is the most proficient, the most efficient at actually getting speedrun times in there. I know for a fact that somebody on the Discord of this game got like a sub 8 or was it even sub 7 minute run again. I think it might have been sub 7 again, so it's definitely possible to improve my time by a large margin still, and that's exactly what I will be aiming for. What do you need for that? You need, well, multicast. Rare power multicast is not bad, let's just go for that for now. What you actually need though is vicious strikes early, you need skeletal archers early, and those are like the two main components of the build, definitely. Everything else is just gonna help you out and in the long run. But if you don't get skeletal archers, you might as well just concede the run. Talk of the devil and you will see his tail. That is at least the expression in Dutch. I don't know if it translates that well into English, but I tried at least. How have you guys been? I've been fine, thanks for asking. Thanks a lot for asking, actually, it's very kind of you. Sure. Some critical damage, we like that. My job interview is later today at 4 in the afternoon. It is about 11 right now. 11 before noon, 11 in the morning. Rare magnetic power, alright. Things are looking up. We definitely need vicious strikes if you want to make an actual attempt at a clean speedrun though. But yeah, the job interview is today. I'm really looking forward to it. I do like some shadow spikes. I like some shadow spikes, sure. Shadow spikes also applies darkness, right? Oh, Doom. Yeah, it does. Doom is very efficient at killing lords. It's very good at it. We're obviously gonna banish resilient. I mean, wounds are nice for the lords as well, because then we can inflict double doom, banish this guy, relentless, that's beautiful, cast frequency reduction. I'm feeling quite confident for my poison bolt for my job interview. I think it's gonna go splendidly, really. From the last interview I have, and the only interview I have had for that matter, because people are a bit rough in the job market for people with no experience, but in the last interview I got as feedback like, hey, your confidence, your self-esteem that you clearly are exerting is really nice, and it really helps to make you a valuable candidate even though you have just graduated from school. So that's definitely an approach that I want to keep up. I want to keep that approach up. I want to keep seeming confident and actually being confident also, because I mean I studied for 5 years, so I guess I would hope that I would kind of be able to contribute something to their little endeavors, to their little practice of psychology over there, you know? Multicast, we should have maybe gone for area, but the multicast was of a higher rarity, so I have a sucker for different colors. A sucker for better colors. Here we'll go for the area modifier, even though right now we don't really have that many area skills. Oh, hard choice, but I think we're gonna go with Bloodlust for now. If Poison Bomb comes back, I will definitely take it and switch out one of our abilities. Maybe the Shadow Spikes or maybe the Poison Bolt. Our Lord killing time is not amazing, but it's not that bad. Let's go for Magnetic to level up more quickly. Are we gonna keep Templar's Verdict or not? I wouldn't count on it. We might replace Templar's Verdict, so I'm not gonna take that upgrade. Don't want any of these. Whenever I apply Doom, I can also apply Dazed, which makes them more susceptible to critical strikes. That's definitely something we want. But yeah, all in all, I'm looking forward to the job interview. Most people have stress for those kinds of things, but I haven't experienced that so far. Maybe I am being a bit too calm about it, and I'm being a bit loose around it and stuff, and I don't see the actual importance of it enough, if that makes any sense. But I don't... Ooh. Sure. I would like larger missiles, larger poison bolts, and larger shadow spikes. No, it wasn't the shadow spikes, because they are physical. It's just like... Skeletal Mages, goodbye Templar's Verdict. It's just like, you know, I mean, all I have to do is show that as a person I am fit for their little approach right there, their way of working and their mission, their vision and their mission. So all I need to do for that Reroll our final reroll. Increased health, that's not really what I was looking for, but okay. Is show myself as a person. And then they have to decide whether that is a good fit for their practice or not. So I just have to be myself for one conversation, which most of the time doesn't even last all that long. So, I mean, that's definitely something I can do. And with that approach, it's definitely a-okay for me to not feel any stress at all, because all I have to do is be myself, and I can definitely be myself for a while. I can be an authentic person. It's something I strive towards, at least, especially in my work as well as a clinical psychologist, because it's one of the basic foundation principles that Rogers actually coined when he was thinking about what client-centered therapy should be all about. You have to be authentic, you have to be empathic, and you have to be accepting towards everything that comes, towards everything that the clients bring in the session. And that's definitely something that I am striving to do as well. Let every subject exist and not go out of the way of anything. Might is also not that bad, but for now our action bar is filled up quite nicely, and I think we have... I think we have quite the attempt here at a new speedrun record, but we should have definitely gotten vicious strikes earlier, if we even get it later, to make a real chance. The damage modifier of missile skills or cast frequency... 40% though, 40%. Sure, is this a missile? Yeah, it is, so, I mean, that's not bad. No, we don't want skeletal warriors, that's for sure. We want larger area of effect on our poison bomb, because that needs to clear out the entire screen. Damage increase. Time is a weird concept, right? I know that's a very broad and weird way to open up the topic that I'm trying to talk about right now, but I just realized that while recording, or while pressing the start record button, that I am feeling like, alright, I need to go to that job interview later today. That's what I have planned. And then I realized that when this video is going up, which is going to be somewhere next week at 3 o'clock on one of the days, because it's unedited, but whenever that video is going to go up, I will probably have already heard about the outcome of my conversation and whether I am allowed to start there or not. Maybe that's already clear. And it's so crazy that at this time of recording, I don't know anything about that. I don't even know how the conversation is gonna go. If I'm not gonna shit my pants in front of her. I presume it's gonna be with the big boss out there, so that it's gonna be with like the founder of that little practice. And that's why I say her. And you know, I mean, it's kind of weird. Every single YouTube video, and for that matter, everything you post online, I guess, is kind of a little time capsule in some way. For YouTube videos, it is especially evident because, I mean, these videos can be watched 20 years in the future, presumably, and they will still look the same. Unless YouTube realizes that they are using their server capacity way too much for small creators that don't actually bring in any numbers like me, and they delete my entire channel. But that's worries for later. Either way, yeah, every single video is kind of like a little time capsule, isn't it? And I find that beautiful. I find that very beautiful. I don't like potency of Bloodlust. I think it's potent enough as it is, but I would like frequency or cast time reduction so that we pop it more often. For now, I think this run is... It might be a sub 10, but I don't think we're going to sub 8 points here in this run. I think we miss vicious strikes. I think this character is also not the best suited for the actual speedrun endeavors, but we try to add some variety and we try to have fun. Adding some variety is also what I'm doing in the other videos as well. I started playing Crosscode again, and I've really started to enjoy it quite a lot. I used to not really realize how fun it was and how expansive the game world actually is. Expansive, like as in wide, as in very large, not as in expensive, as in it costs a lot of money. My pronunciation is always shit, of course, but you have to accept that when you're coming to my channel and listening to me ramble on about everything and not telling at once, you know. Sometimes I will be ununderstandable or not understandable. I will say the wrong words. I will mix up Dutch and English. All things that can happen, and all things that you should take into account before clicking on one of those Onkruid videos. Definitely keep clicking on those Onkruid videos, please, I beg you. Still, I mean, it's not completely off the table to make this my job. If you guys could just all maybe donate like $30 to my Patreon. I have about 145 subscribers. So if each of you could donate about $30 to my Patreon, I could probably fix the month, right? Or at least almost so. I mean, I'm not trying to steer you in a specific direction or something, but if you do want to donate your money to a good cause, I'm right here. That's quite a quick lord actually, so only one more lord left after this, but our minions are slacking behind, making us kill this lord really slowly. Either way though, faster than I expected, but then this final lord is always where things slow down immensely. There are these phases in every speedrun where you think you're like, oh, I'm actually really fast, I'm doing really good, and then the next lord takes you like 10 whole minutes to farm. You can go to college, get an education, grow a beard, have a family, die and respawn while that lord is still spawning. And that's not great, of course. That's not great. If you got that reference, was it a reference? I think it was kind of a reference because I was almost specifically quoting an XQC video that I really, really love. You should look it up. It's like XQC 15-minute delay in Fortnite. It's him complaining about being stream sniped all the time, so people looking up his location on his Twitch stream and then going there on the Fortnite map and actually killing him without him being able to do anything about it. And somebody suggests adding a 15-minute delay to his stream. So everything happens on his screen, that's fine, but only 15 minutes later do the viewers get to see it. And he's like, 15-minute delay, and then what? He will just be talking to himself, and then 15 minutes later the audience will actually react to what happens on screen. Or he will respond to a chatter, and only 15 minutes later will that chatter hear the response. And he says something like, by the time I respond to that message, they will have grown up, gone to college, have a beard, have 6 kids, died, respawn, come back to life. Really, really funny, really funny. I don't watch a lot of streams most of the time. I definitely don't watch XQC. If I do watch a screen, it's most of the time just Northernline. But that is a funny clip. It's exactly like the I am from Harvard, I am a carpenter, and I made a pizza or something. Another very random XQC clip, which is also pretty funny. We did get the sub 9 in the end, quite a respectable time actually, and that was enjoyable for me. I hope it was for you too, which is also a summation of my sex life after 4 seconds. I say that was enjoyable for me. I hope that was enjoyable for you too, and the girl is just looking at me like, thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.